Hey kids, it's Dad. It is a Saturday morning. I was traveling all week. Um, uh, kind of a sad last couple days in the Clifford household. Sad, why? I got a message early Thursday morning that my dear Uncle Gerry, passed away. He would have been 75 on Sunday. It's weird. It's weird. I was kind of in a haze. I was in a work session in Ohio, and I had to kind of walk out and have a few minutes. It took me a while to get a hold of my father. He was fielding calls and things, and kind of really weird. Why am I not in the frame here? There we go. There we go. Took me a couple minutes to really get my arms around it and to get a hold of Dad. That was kind of weird. It was important that I talked to my dad, and it was short and it was sweet. And I'll get to that in a moment. First of all, my heart goes out to Aunt Jane, Cousin Peter, Cousin Billy, and Cousin Danny. I don't think I've sent boo to Aunt Jane, Cousin Peter, and Cousin Billy in decades, plural. But Cousin Danny, I keep pretty close. We're kind of Mac friends, and I've done some things for him. He got some new computer equipment. I helped him integrate it, and so we've been kind of going back and forth, which is kind of nice. And Uncle Gerry, I know Dad saw him on a daily or bi-daily basis, so that's going to kind of be a blow. So a little bit about the dichotomy of the family. So my dad, Tom, number one son, Gerry, 4 or 5 years later, and then Bobby, 10 years later. Maybe a whoops, who knows? But there's 15 years between Dad and Uncle Bob, Uncle Gerry lived in a beautiful, rather large house, kind of south of where we grew up, and we'd go over there, and birthday parties, and always fun. Lots of land, lots of forest area, and Gerry was always laughing and joking. He always had a smile on his face, and he was always, sure, I'll take care of that. And my father, Gerry, and Bobby were always in the liquor business. Uncle Gerry had a liquor store called the House of Bacchus, one of the largest liquor stores in Rochester. And he also had a local bar called Thirsties in Pittsford. When I graduated from high school, you could still drink at age 18, so Thirsties was the hangout spot, still is the hangout spot. It's a staple in downtown Pittsford. I don't think it's possible for you to live in Pittsford and not heard of Thirsties. It's a small bar. I wouldn't say dive bar, but at lunch and dinner they have a grill in the back, and they have the best burgers and chips, and it's fantastic. And Gerry was always there, always waving hi. Growing up, Gerry had the connections. You want to go see this concert because upstate New York, lived in upstate New York. I grew up in upstate New York, wine country, and of course, being a liquor business, there's always like concert tickets and things. Oh yeah, I'll take care of you. Oh yeah, I'll take care of you. And joking for my graduation, I said maybe we'll just have a Miller beer truck show up to the graduation. And he looked at me and pointed, that can be arranged. And I thought, okay, just laughing. We'd always laugh, and I don't know. It's kind of weird. So I talked to my dad. I just said, Dad, I'm sorry. And he says, I don't know what it's like to go through this. He says, I don't know. He says, you never imagine your younger brother going before you. Okay, fair. I'm talking to Dad. He's in Wegmans shopping with my sister Nancy. And he said something so poignant. And to this moment, it still sends me on my butt. I have it on the screen behind me. I'm going to have to read it because I don't want to screw it up. And he said, referring to his brother Jerry with a G, "We never said an angry word to each other. I have no regrets about anything I said or did to my brother. So I feel okay." How many of us can say that about our siblings? Maybe this is a Clifford trait. I've never yelled. I've never been mad since I was 10 years old, let's say. Because when you're young, you do goofy things. In my adult life, I have never said an angry word to any of my siblings. And that, I don't think Madeline, Clara, or Tommy, and Emma and Drew have ever said an angry word to each other in honesty. It just doesn't happen. Love your siblings. That's my message today. So to the Clifford family, Tommy graduates on Wednesday. Huge milestone. The funeral's on Wednesday. The Appleton Cliffords will not be able to be there. Boo. But I'm right where I need to be. I understand. Aunt Jane, Peter, Billy, and Danny. To my father. I don't know what you're going through. But you've set a fine example. You're a great man. We never said an angry word to each other. I have no regrets about anything I said or did to my brother. Thanks, Dad. Rest in peace, Jerry.